Finally, this evening, our People of the Year. This group of people has sparked several headlines in 2004 and created one of the fastest growing phenomenons in history. And along the way, they've made the world seem a bit smaller.
There's a blog for every niche. There's a blog for every interest.
Merriam-Webster's word of the year, blog, an online personal journal that covers topics from daily life to technology to culture to the arts to, well, they pretty much cover everything.
Things that I've seen that I like or that I've heard of or just anything that happened to me that day or what I'm thinking.
11-year-old Dylan Verdi is being called the world's youngest video blogger.
Yeah, my teeth run straight. I'm getting braces in January, so.
There are millions of them out there. A new blog is created every 7.5 seconds. More than 10,000 new additions are added to the blogosphere every day. This week, we have seen how influential they have become. The tsunami in South Asia has killed more than 120,000 people. Dozens of bloggers have been filing first-hand reports from the scene.
There's a kind of an immediacy that people relate to. You can't help but relate to that in a more intimate way.
Day 3, this blogger writes, this may be an unexpected challenge and responsibility, and it hurts to see people in pain. But it's also a remarkable experience to be on hand to do something modest but useful in the aftermath of a disaster. Bloggers around the world have made themselves useful, encouraging donations to relief groups, posting the names of the missing, and expressing sympathy for the victims. Blogs made news throughout the year. As a driving force in politics, they cover the campaigns and the election. Presidential candidates used blogs as a valuable campaign tool.
The internet taught us rather than the other way around.
And this year, for the first time, bloggers were permitted to cover the presidential conventions firsthand.
More voices is better. More is better in this case.
Bloggers were the first to write about Trent Lott's racist remarks at Strom Thurmond's birthday party, days before anyone else.
And suddenly, the mainstream media, the nightly news, on all 3 networks and on cable, picked up the story, and the papers picked up the story, and the next thing you know, Trent Lott's resigning and gone.
Some of the most compelling images of 2004 found their way to blogs first. From the hurricanes down south to the war in Iraq, it was a blogger that got the first photographs of coffins arriving in the States from Iraq carrying U.S. soldiers. But for Dylan Verdi, it is the simple pleasure that someone is listening.
On my blogging, I can allow people to post comments, and I have gotten comments upon comments upon comments. It makes me feel really good because it's like somebody else cares about what I have to say.
Okay, this is Dylan, and I am going to go. Goodbye. I hate my smile.
Well, we like your smile, Dylan. And so for creating a world that some now call the blogosphere, we choose bloggers as tonight's People of the Year. Rumor has it that Time magazine also considered naming bloggers instead of President Bush as its Person of the Year. The bloggers were undeterred, creating their own mock magazine cover. And that's our report on World News Tonight. I'm Elizabeth Vargas. For all of us at ABC News, good night.